Well, one of our movie Saturdays must have been Kevin Costner Day because we saw two Kevin Costner movies. And one of them was way better than the other. Yeah, McFarland, in my opinion, is the better movie. Now, I know a lot of people that when I said I was going to McFarland, they were like, ugh, really? The trailer looked awful. And I really didn't share that opinion. In fact, when I saw the trailer, I thought it would be a good movie. But at the same time, I think I know exactly why. Obviously, we see a lot of trailers when we go to the movies, and Spare Parts looked like it would be an awful movie. And I know I'm going to have to see it one of these times, but I dread seeing it. I really do. But I think it's because I saw Spare Parts before and then saw McFarland's trailer a few weeks later, and there is some similarities between the two trailers, and I just felt McFarland looks way better, so that's why I wasn't upset with the trailer, I think. McFarland is a Disney movie that's based off of true events, and Kevin Costner plays this high school football coach who gets fired from his job. With no other jobs available, he moves him and his family to McFarland, USA. And so he now works at this very small high school at McFarland, and the entire community is Hispanic. Yeah, they're the only white family in this entire town, it seems. But as he's working at this high school, he notices there's these kids that are just super fast. And so he finds out that these kids work with their parents picking in the fields, and then they do that early in the morning, and then they run to school, and after school's done they run right back to the fields to go back picking. And so Kevin Costner gets the idea of starting a cross-country team and brings in these kids, and that's the movie. Now I gotta say, I really enjoyed this film. Sure, it's the very typical Disney inspirational sports movie formula. You could see it, you see it 100 times in all their other sports inspirational true story yada yada stuff. And it has a lot of similarities to another movie I sort of liked. I mean, I don't really like it, I like it, so it's like a 3-star movie, and that's $1 Million Arm. But for some reason, McFarland just works so much better. I have no idea why. But maybe it's because the culture they have in this one is something I'm a little bit more familiar with thanks to Spanish classes in high school and college. But also could be the acting as well, and the characters are really good. This movie really excels at the cultural differences and the integration that this family has with this community, and it's just so well done. There is a lot of humor involved with the differences, but in no way does it ever feel like it's making fun of a culture or being disrespectful. It's very lighthearted and very cheerful. Now, is the movie predictable? Yeah. It's the same formula you've seen in all the other Disney inspirational true event sports movies. But at the same time, because of all the other aspects that I enjoyed of the film, I really couldn't complain at all. Now, it gets very inspirational and it gets a little cheesy towards the very end, but honestly, I didn't mind that much because of all the rest of the movie that I enjoyed. So overall, I don't have any real complaints with the movie, but it's not a 5-star movie for me because I didn't love it every second. So I'm going to give this 4 stars. Yeah, McFarland's a 4-star movie for me. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of good things. It is predictable, but it can be forgiven because of all the good stuff it does through the characters and the character development and the family integrating with this new culture and yada yada yada. So were you one of the few people that weren't bothered with the trailer and went to go see it? If you've seen McFarland, what did you think about it? Just comment below, and I'm open to talk about it. If you haven't seen McFarland, then what is your favorite Disney inspirational sports movie? It could be anything. Any Disney movie that happens to be sports involved. I haven't seen that many sports movies, so if I were to pick a Disney sports inspirational movie, I think I would have to go with Remember the Titans, because so far that's the only one I've seen that I'd give 5 stars. But then again, I haven't seen that many sports movies, so... This was Bruce Gifford, and this was Just My Opinion.